Buongiorno, buongiorno da Fiesole, siamo ancora qua, we're still here. We're going for a walk, a panoramic walk, and from this point we can finally see Firenze and il Duomo di Firenze. It should come soon. Eccolo. Well, if you could zoom in on the cathedral, you would be able to see it.
Ciao. Well, this morning when we left the apartment in the middle of town, we'd just come out the door and we were just turning right, and I spotted a beautiful Labrador pup. Anyway, I got attracted to it, went across and started chatting to the lady. She sounded very Italian, and when I asked the nome of the dog, she said Bonnie. And I said, oh, Bonnie, and you've got a tartan lead. I said, I'm from Scotland. And she said, so am I. She was from Glasgow, Angela. So we met Angela and her husband Marco, lovely couple. We went up to the little bakers and we had a coffee. Pasticceria, had a coffee and some little cakes and a bit of a chat, and it's eventuated now that Marco is wanting to take us, or we'd love to go with him for about 3 hours tomorrow in Florence, whizzing round, and he's got a wee Cinquecento cabriolet, and so we're getting local knowledge, and he's a tour guide too. He loves Florence, so really amazing things happen, amazing.
Buongiorno, oggi è giovedì. Today is Thursday and we are waiting for Marco to take us to Florence on a Cinquecento. The appointment is at 9:30, so hopefully he'll be here soon.
Buongiorno. This is Marco, who we were talking about in the last video. He's our guide today. He knows everything about this place. And this is the Ponte Vecchio.
Bravo.
And the top of that Ponte Vecchio is where the Medicis went from the house to the office. And
Corridoio Vasariano. Made by Vasari.
And Marco just told us a cracking little story about the smell. Could you repeat that, please?
Okay. Because in the past, all the butchers they've been working along the shop in the old bridge. But Ferdinando de' Medici, every morning walking from Palazzo Pitti to the office on the upper part of the old bridge, he cannot stand anymore the smell of the cooking tripe or meat and everything like that. So he get rid of all the butchers and put the ghost meat instead, because the smell of gold was completely another flavor. You know? You see, the original is the dark one, and the copy is the new one. You will see exactly.
That's fascinating. Absolutely, so glad they got glass.
And they made all the copy of the statues.
Huh? We'll have to take outside.
Ok, grazie.
Grazie.
No, So what are we drinking now?
We're having a cafe.
Con la sambuca.
A cafe?
Con sambuca.
And what time is it, Ken?
I think it's about 11:40. It's the perfect time to be drinking cafe sambuca.
Grazie.
Oh, and it clears the nostrils. Cheers, grazie.
Cheers.
Cin.
Slange.
Slangela.
So the things that I told before, how the artists sometimes they take some revenge about something they get wrong, or because they're not paid well. So they made their own little cheeky things that would remind to the eternity their old disappointment. And if you see all the angels starting from the left-hand side around there, you reach the bottom when you see the angel is called l'angelo del Vaffa, that means fuck off.
It means so?
Fuck off. Like this.
Is she?
Come si
I
chiama?
like dogs.
Come si chiama questa?
Sofia.
Sofia. Quindi avete Sofia e Bonnie.
Morning, Sophia. Eh?
Sophia.
Just take your time. She'll take
Yeah.
her time, yeah?
Yeah. I have this dog for 4 years.
Bonnie.
Ah, she's
There
looking
she is. Ciao, ciao.
Belonged to the year 1000. He was born as a casa torre, like in the past. Used to people who live in a tower. This is under the jurisdiction of the fine arts, so we cannot put the plaster or cover it in any way. We have to leave it the way it is.
And so which family used to live here?
The Portinari family. Portinari, Folco Portinari was important in the beginning of the 13th century because he made a hospital in Florence.
Ciao.
Eccola, ciao, buongiorno. Mua, mua.
Buongiorno.
Grazie per l'invito. Thank you for
I
inviting.
say Glasgow got big ready.
What is that?
It's dancing sword to do the Highland dancing. Or hidden.
I've never actually seen it go through the sabre like
Yeah,
that.
it was a real sword. This.
It was.
Yeah. It was.
Wow, so it's sharp and you don't watch your
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, you better watch it.
So that was your
Isn't
granny's.
that beautiful? Well, it was my hers or her mother's.
How long was on the way we are dreams on to see? It's so lonely round the field of Athenry. Bella ragazzi.
Hey, fantastic, fantastic.
Even record.
We have just been a guest of Marco and Angela who live in the ex-house of Beatrice. Beatrice, the muse of Dante Alighieri in his Divine Comedy. Unbelievable. This is one of the thousands of caves in Monte Cecere in the outskirts of Florence. And it's very important because
This is where they got much of the sandstone mined, or got much of the sandstone that was used in Florence for the building and the sculptures. There's many caves like this in the area.
puffing again, trying to find the place used by Leonardo da Vinci to try his first flying machine. And we found it. This is Leonardo da Vinci Piazzale, which is the point where Leonardo tried his first flying machine. Well, actually, we found out that he didn't try it. He paid his friend to try, who flew for about 1,000 meters and then crashed. Let's hope he was fine.
I thought I'd seen this somewhere before. The Chiave Sculpturo. See?
Yes.
See?
It looks like
It does. This is our Chiave to get into the apartment. Chin Chin.
Chin Chin.
Here's to San Francesco, San Antonio, and all the other saints. And some people. Cheers. Volare. Oh. cantare.
What happened, Kenny?
Bastard rock, singing away happily, and
In Italiano, how
in
would you say?
Italiano, volare, and my special slippers, which I'm so proud of, just right on the ball of my foot, killed me. Not funny.